In this video, we get to pit two of the biggest names when it comes to these Resin S2000s. We've got ignition model and one model. We've got to take these out, compare them, see what sets them apart, starting right now. It's go time, side by side, hands-on review. We've got one model, we've got ignition model. Let me turn the ignition model around first. We have the J's Racing Honda S2000 here. And then for the one model, I'm going to have to take it out of this. So you can already tell that the displays are different. One model coming in this hard cardboard box, ignition model doing its thing with the slip case and acrylic case. There it is, the Top Fuel S2000 for the one model side. Now, I've done an individual review video on this one already. I'll put that down in the description below if you want to check out that as I go into more detail, because this one is more a video about the comparison against the ignition model. So let's take both of these out of their slip cases and acrylic cases so that we can get a better view. All right, we've got both out side by side, and I'm super nervous because I want to be careful and not drop these. This one is going to be the ignition model here. As you saw earlier, it came with an acrylic top. Same with the one model version, acrylic top. So right off the bat, let's talk about the display and presentation. Ignition model is going to come with this nice, cool gold placard. It tells you a little bit about the car, the brand, things like that. The one model version comes with a silver plaque, also doing the same thing, telling you a little bit about the car, the brand, things like that. For the ignition model, you can see that the base is a full acrylic, so all the way around full acrylic. However, the one model comes with a nice professional acrylic base, this white base, super smooth, silky, shiny. It actually looks super nice on that, as opposed to maybe just a generic acrylic base. Now, some of you guys may notice that the ignition model sometimes does come with a leather base. Those are reserved for more of the old school 80s Japanese cars, is what ignition model was saying. But in any case, that's how it's gonna be for the bases and cases. Now, let's take a look at the car itself. Check that out. So this one is going to be AP1. Pretty sure that the Top Fuel S2000 is also an AP1. It might be an AP2 though. I'm not too sure about that. Let me know down in the comments if anybody knows, but it looks like AP2 to me, unless they did tail light swaps. Now, the ignition model version, it's gonna be a pearl white, as you can see right here. It's got some pearl to it, it's got some shine to it, looking pretty nice. The one model version, just gonna be a plain white, really clean. And surprisingly, both brands have actually made 18 scale versions of each one as well. So this is their 64 scale counterpart. Both are fully licensed, approved by Honda, approved by the aftermarket companies to make these. Both are resin, so that means that both are gonna be for just static display only. So you're not gonna get opening doors, moving parts, or things like that when it comes to the resins. So starting with the front, let's take a close look up here. We've got headlights, bumper, hood, headlights, bumper, hood. As you can see, the aerodynamics on the one model version is a lot more insane, just because it's the Top Fuel S2000. J's Racing, it's got the full J's Racing front bumper, canards. It's got the carbon fiber bonnet there as well, whereas the Top Fuel rocking this insane aero hood for maximum cooling and efficiency. Windshield banners on both, pretty cool looking there. Definitely the Top Fuel looks a lot wider than the J's Racing. Even though the J's Racing is a wide body kit, the Top Fuel version is just an insane wide body kit. Moving on to the side, both rocking flat black wheels. You can see a lot of the graphics and sponsorship decals on the side. You can see the side view mirrors here. You can actually see the rubber tires, and both are rocking tire stickers as well, which is a pretty neat little addition to detail. And then moving on to the back, you've got the signature J's Racing goodies, the fenders, you can see it from the rear bumper, the spoilers, the diffuser right there. Top Fuel doing the same thing in their own little recipe of goods. Super aggressive diffuser, huge Voltex wing, so definitely doing it right in terms of the rear end. Top Fuel is definitely a one-of-a-kind resin model. One model will only produce this one version. They're not gonna make different color variants or things like that. However, with the Ignition, they have and will release other color variants. So they've already released the Demon Head version, which I've done a video for. I'll link that in the description. But they're also going to be releasing gold versions, red versions, and things like that. When it comes to the price differences between the two, this one might surprise you. The Ignition model version is going for around $110, $120. The Top Fuel version is actually going for about $60 to $70. So a little bit of a price difference there. Could be a brand thing, you know, maybe Ignition model is definitely a bigger brand than One Model. But when it comes to the quality and the detail, I think both brands definitely did it right. Personally, I think my favorite thing is the fact that One Model and Ignition model has a full authorization to make these model cars as they please. And One Model definitely has an exclusivity with Top Fuel to make this car. And One Model has also made the S2000 Jays Racing Demon Head version in the past as well. Super rare car, but they've made it in 18 scale before. Question of the day for you: which one do you prefer? Which details did you think were better? Who came out best? Personally, I think One Model did a fantastic job encapsulating the Top Fuel S2000. A lot of details in the livery, the decals, the aero work, and just trying to fine tune into a small 64 scale like that is pretty incredible. Ignition model, it is a Jays Racing variant. They've done it before. But you let me know down in the comment section below what you thought and which one would you go with. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out some other comparisons that I've done with other brands in the next slide. I'll see you in that video or my next video.